Welcome back to K-pop and Juice, the place where we don't just watch K-pop moments, we feel them. Before we begin, take a deep breath with me because today's story isn't loud, flashy, or dramatic in the usual way. It's quiet, it's raw, and it's about a moment that caught the entire fandom off guard. The night Cha Eun-woo broke down live, right in front of the world, and unknowingly changed everything. If you've ever thought of Cha Eun-woo as untouchable, flawless, or emotionally impenetrable, I want you to stay with me until the end. And as you read, I want you to ask yourself one simple question again and again. What happens when someone who's always strong finally lets themselves be human? Let's go back to that day. The live broadcast began like any other. Calm lighting, familiar setup, Eun-woo's gentle smile greeting fans as he always did. His voice was steady, polite, warm. The voice fans had come to associate with comfort. Comments flooded in instantly, hearts flying up the screen, fans greeting him from different time zones, calling his name like a chant. Oppa! Eun-woo! You look tired, please rest. It felt normal, safe, predictable, but something was different. If you watched closely, and I mean really closely, you could sense it before anything happened. His smile didn't fully reach his eyes. He paused more often than usual. His hands fidgeted slightly, fingers pressing together as if grounding himself. There were moments when he stared at the screen just a second longer than necessary, reading comments but not responding, almost like he was searching for the right words, or the courage to say them. Fans noticed. Did you notice it too when you first watched? Or did you only realize later, when everything made sense in hindsight? As the live continued, fans asked the usual questions. How he was doing, what he'd eaten, what he'd been working on. Eun-woo answered softly, politely, but his voice had a weight to it. And then someone commented something simple. Not dramatic, not invasive, just a message that said something like, Oppa, you've been working so hard, are you okay? That was it, that one question cracked the dam. At first, he laughed lightly, brushing it off the way idols are trained to do. I'm fine, he said. I'm always okay. But silence. Just a few seconds. His lips pressed together. He inhaled sharply, and suddenly his eyes glistened. You could almost feel the fandom freeze. This wasn't scripted, this wasn't planned, this wasn't content. This was Cha Eun-woo, the face of perfection, the standard, the ideal, struggling to hold himself together in real time. He looked away from the camera. He tried to smile again. He failed. And then his voice broke. Not loudly, not dramatically, just enough. I'm sorry, he said, barely above a whisper. I didn't expect to feel like this. Those words hit fans like a wave. Sorry? For what? For being human? For being tired? For finally admitting he wasn't okay? As his eyes filled with tears, the comments exploded. Fans begged him not to apologize. They told him it was okay to cry, that they loved him, that he didn't have to be strong all the time. And that's when it became clear. This wasn't just Eun-woo breaking down. This was a fandom collectively realizing how much pressure he had been carrying alone. He wiped his face quickly, embarrassed, almost ashamed. And that reaction alone spoke volumes. This was someone who had been conditioned for years to believe that showing weakness was a failure. Someone who had learned that his role was to reassure others, not ask for reassurance himself. I've been trying, he said slowly, choosing each word carefully. I always try to do better. I don't want to disappoint anyone. Read that again. I don't want to disappoint anyone. How many times have you said that in your own life? For years, Cha Eun-woo has been praised as the perfect idol, perfect visuals, perfect manners, perfect reputation. But perfection comes with a cost. Expectations pile up silently. Every move is watched, every expression analyzed, every mistake magnified. And when you're known for being flawless, you're rarely given space to fall apart. That live broadcast stripped away the illusion. In that moment, fans weren't looking at an idol. They were looking at a young man who was exhausted from carrying the weight of everyone's expectations. Fans, industry, media, and himself. And the most shocking part? He didn't try to turn it into a motivational speech. He didn't wrap it up neatly with, I'll be stronger. Instead, he admitted something rarely heard from someone in his position. Sometimes, he said, voice trembling, I don't know if I'm doing enough. That sentence alone shattered hearts. Because from the outside, he was doing everything. Drama after drama, Music, endorsements, public appearances, maintaining a clean image in an industry that tears people apart for the smallest misstep. And yet, internally, he still questioned his worth. Fans later described that moment as painful but beautiful. Painful because it hurt to see him like that. Beautiful because it was honest. Do you remember where you were when you watched it? Some fans said they cried with him. Others said they felt guilty. Guilty for asking for more content, more performances, more smiles. Many admitted they had never considered how heavy the title of perfect idol could be. After the live ended, clips spread everywhere. Social media exploded, headlines appeared within hours. But unlike usual idol controversies, this wasn't fueled by hate. It was fueled by concern, by empathy, by a collective realization that Cha Eun-woo wasn't just a symbol. He was human. And this is where everything changed. For the first time, public conversations shifted. Fans stopped talking only about his visuals and started talking about his mental health. Articles discussed the pressure idols face behind the scenes. Industry insiders commented on how rare it is for someone like Eun-woo to show vulnerability so openly. And something else happened too. Fans changed the way they supported him. Instead of demanding constant updates, they began encouraging rest. Instead of focusing only on achievements, they praised his honesty. Instead of calling him perfect, they called him brave. That moment redefined his image, not weaker, but stronger in a different way. Think about it. In an industry where vulnerability is often seen as a risk, Cha Eun-woo showed that honesty can deepen trust. He didn't lose fans that night. He gained a deeper connection with them. Even his later interviews felt different. He spoke more openly about pressure, about self-doubt, about learning to take breaks. His performances carried more emotional weight. Fans noticed a maturity, not just as an actor or idol, but as a person. And here's the part that still gives chills. That breakdown didn't make him less admired. It made him more respected, because strength isn't never crying. Strength is crying and still showing up. So I want to ask you something, and answer honestly in the comments if you feel comfortable. Did that moment change the way you see Cha Eun-woo? Did it make you see yourself in him? Did it remind you that even the people we admire the most are fighting silent battles? Moments like this don't happen often in K-pop. When they do, they matter. They leave marks. They open doors for conversations that were previously avoided. And in Cha Eun-woo's case, that one live broadcast became a turning point. Not just in his career, but in how vulnerability is perceived in the idol world. He didn't plan to change anything that day. He just told the truth. And sometimes that's enough to change everything. If this story touched you, don't just scroll away. Share it with someone who might need to hear it. Leave a comment telling us what that moment meant to you. And remember, idols aren't machines. They're people. And sometimes, the bravest thing they can do is let us see their tears. This is K-pop and Juice, where we don't just follow the industry, we feel the moments that shape it.